Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Expo. My name's Matt, and today I'm over at Circle BMW in Eatontown, New Jersey, and I'm going to take you on a trip to the future in the present. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Before we start, we'd like to give a big thanks over to Circle BMW for allowing us to review their inventory today. Circle BMW is a family-owned and operated dealership that has been in business for 36 years. Their unbeatable service and extensive inventory is something no one should miss out on. Be sure to check out all their website information and social media information in the description, and don't forget to enjoy the video. So as you guys can see, today I have with me the new 2018 BMW i3, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of a review of the car, and I'm also gonna give a little bit of the history in the car and the direction it's going in and what makes this car so interesting. So before I tell you all the interesting quirks about this i3, I just wanted to give you a little bit of overview about this specific model. This includes the range extender, which means there is a gas engine in the back near the rear wheels of this car. Also, the passenger capacity on this car is 4. Its curb weight is around 3,200 pounds, 3,300 pounds. Depends if you have the range extender in your car or not. So the first interesting feature I like to take a look at are the doors on this i3. So these are called suicide doors, and to get the rear door open, it cannot open independently. You have to come right here where this chrome latch is and pull out to allow the passengers to get in the rear. The next quirk I'd like to talk about is the overall design of the i3. It's extremely unique. The exterior, the interior, and the different packages that come with it, and also the different trim models on the i3 have really unique names for it. You know, they go by Mega and Deca to go with the whole aspect of having a gigabyte and a megabyte. So this specific i3 model is the Capris white color, and it has frozen black and blue accents all over the car. And taking a look, we're going to start in the front of the car. As you can see, you see the black and the blue and the white. It all comes together. They even have the blue surrounding the BMW badge here. Now, as you know, this is an electric car. It doesn't have a gas engine in the front. So the grills here, will usually say, you have black kidney grills with a chrome, outside, but these are actually just matted on top with the blue accents. So, there's nothing in there. Obviously, they put them there because when you see the two kidney grills, it's a BMW. It's a signature thing when it comes to the BMW. But looking at the front here, you can tell you have your Aero Composite LED headlights here that BMW offers. And this car is action-packed with all different types of packages, whether it be technology, and the frozen black and blue even extends into the interior, which we'll take a look at later in the video. So this specific i3 model has 19-inch rims on it, and the rims do really have a really nice futuristic look. Again, the whole car is going with that futuristic thing. But anyways, it has the 5 spokes, and they kind of pop out with, again, the blue accent around the BMW logo. And another interesting quirk about this car is the tires are extremely narrow. I can fit my hand over it, and it will go all on the other side of the tire, and I can literally hold it in between my fingers. These are P155s in the front and P175s in the back. And that is because they're so narrow. They're basically the most narrow I've ever seen on a car, and that is to help with the range of the battery life. As you know the tread with the tire, it'll help extend how many miles you get per run, per charge. Okay, so moving on to the back of the car, the rear of the car, we're gonna take a look at the trunk first. So you pull that level up right there. As you can tell, it has a decent amount of space back here. It's got some net storage on the side, these bands on the side. It is a hatchback, so, it has more trunk space than a coupe would have, but not as much as an SUV. So let's take a look down here. There is the box here, let me move that. So you can take a look down here. Your range extender, the 2-liter gas engine, is located down here right next to, in back of the batteries, but obviously, we can't take a look at that. So putting this back in, let's close the trunk here and take a look at the blinkers. and the LED brake lights here, they definitely have a cool design to it. It's nothing I've seen before. And you know, the whole design back here kind of comes together down, and you can see the parking sensors. You have your rear view camera right here. That's also another cool feature, is usually the rear view camera is sticking out above the license plate. This is implemented right into the car, barely even noticeable and in a great position. And again, you do have the blue accent around the BMW. Alrighty guys, welcome to the beautiful interior of the 2018 i3. So this specific model is incorporated with the Deca Dark Cloth trim option, which is in the interior colors. It comes with a lot of different colors, and taking a look here on the driver's side door, you have all these different types of materials, and BMW has incorporated a lot of different type of materials to use within this i3. A lot are like some fancy fiber names, or like recycled materials that really are high quality and, you know, definitely go with the theme of the car. So taking a look on the door here, you know, your cubby space kind of not intrudes, but pops out in towards the driver's side seat. You have, you know, your window controls, your door handle right there. Even that, you know, looks pretty cool. It's similar to the one on the Chevy Camaro. Now taking a look under the steering wheel, to the left of the steering wheel, you have your gas cap release, your trunk release, and your hood release. There's extra cargo storage, obviously, since there is no gas engine. But moving on, above that, you have your light options and your fade to off for the interior ambient lighting. All right, so moving on with the interior here, this car features a 1-speed automatic transmission, and the gear shifter on here is unlike anything I've ever seen before. So right on the gear shifter, you can see the start and stop button, which you can kind of lean into the steering wheel inside and click it, or come around. It's definitely odd. You do have the park right above that. That is also a button. And down in the middle, you do see the D, N, and R, obviously drive, neutral, and reverse. And to switch through the different modes, you have to click this back and forward to go like into reverse and into drive and neutral. And then once you have it, you know, back up into the position as is, then you can put it into park by pressing the button. But definitely something I have not seen before. So taking a look at the LCD monitor screen that is in the back of the steering wheel. It is a very little screen, but it gets the job done well. It has, you know, all the stuff that a regular gauge cluster would, but instead it has how much charge the battery would have, and it's where you see e-power right below that. I'll show you how many miles are left on that charge. And you know, we do have the AC running, so if you turn that off, obviously that will go up. See how it went up to 117 miles per gallon. Now, on a good day with the range extender that this car has, again, that is an option with the i3, you'll get about 125 miles, and I think it's about 109 miles to the gallon combined. And the range extender is a 2-liter gas engine, which is again located in the rear of the car, and that does help extend the range of the battery by about 30 to 40 miles, depending on, you know, what season it is and how much you're driving it. Right below the main center console, where right out under the separation, as I said, between the driver and the passenger, you know, you have a single cup holder here where I am and was holding the keys for the key fob for the i3. And moving in towards the interior more, you have your iDrive control right here, which we'll take a look at in a bit. And to the left of that, you have your different modes for the car. You have Comfort Mode and Eco Pro. Again, this isn't the i3S, so it doesn't have the Sport mode. Now, taking a look furthermore, you have your e-brake right there. And let's take a look in here. Now, this thing is very unique. Another interesting feature for the car here. So it seems like you just have the headrest, and usually you would open the headrest for storage, the armrest, excuse me, for more storage, which is true, but again, there's only a little bit amount of storage in there. And if you pull that up, you look in there and you have a USB cup holder, and you have a 12-volt port and a decent amount of storage down there. And then the armrest comes right down and is leather wrapped. So another interesting feature of this i3, which again I have not seen in another car, is the sunroof. And I say, of course, I've seen a sunroof before, but as you can see, there's this panel coming across which separates the sunroof. And yes, it still is one sunroof, but it's separated by this panel. And you know, it looks kind of cool. I don't see anything wrong with it. Of course, you don't get the full view with it, but it definitely looks interesting and goes with the whole unique and, you know, stuff we haven't seen before in terms of what's in this car. So taking a look into the rear here, first let's take a look at the door here. You know, it's definitely something interesting. You can see all the different materials that BMW is using in this car. It's literally like a mountain that you're climbing of different materials. Now taking a look in the rear, you do have your cloth seats, and you have a little bit of blue accent stitching along that. And as you can see on the top of the seats, You do have one headrest up, one down, so you could see what the visibility would be like here in this hatchback. And the seats, I did sit in them. They're really comfortable. You know, you can fit 4 people comfortably in this car. Again, it is cool with these suicide doors that come in and out here. And you do have dual cup holders in between the 2 rear seats. So other than that, the rear, very comfortable, and, you know, driver still has good visibility, and, you know, the car's not too low to the ground. So yeah, let's keep moving. So in the front of the car, obviously you don't have a gas engine up here, just a range extender in the back. So let's take a look at what we have under here. So you do have a little bit of storage where you can store your charger and all your different battery stuff, like tire pressure in case, you know, the tire goes out, all these different type of tools, you know, that would come with the car, especially with different packages. So on a side note, the i3 came out and debuted in 2014, and since then they've come out with a lot of different trim models on the i3, and coming soon, BMW has announced that the i4 will be debuting in around 2021, 2022, so this will be the predecessor to that, and they will definitely build off the futuristic theme of this car. And I hope I included a lot of the futuristic features, of the car. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video on the i3, you know, the history and the overall interesting features and, you know, a basic review of the car. Again, big thanks to Circle BMW over in Eatontown, New Jersey for letting us review this car. Just on a side note, guys, the channel is changing in many ways. We have added different members to the channel. You have probably seen the WRX video that we have up already. His name is Nick, and we are kind of expanding. You know, we're no longer just a YouTube channel. We're now an entire company that does photography and videography in many different fields and aspects. But please, we are going to have a website up soon, and please don't hesitate to check that out. And we are going to make the YouTube channel overall just a big car influencer channel, not just car reviews and videos at car dealerships, but our personal life and, you know, the views we have on cars. And we hope to bring a unique aspect to the community, being a group, as most channels will only have one person or include just family members in their channel. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We got a bunch of videos coming up, a bunch of exciting projects, and we'll see you soon. This is Matt from Everyday Espo.